Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Green Arrow issue number 2. Now, I haven't read issue 1, so I don't know what's going on, so I need to pick up issue 1 when I can. So, let's get on the story. The story has a great cover with Armico, Black Canary, and Shadow, where Oliver Queen is lying there dead. So the story starts off how Shadow and Armico are riding where a river is, in which says it's alright to cry when the rain hides your tears. So again, they plan to drop off Oliver Queen's dead body and put alcohol, drugs and other things, and they just drop him into the river, where she explains the sharks and the orcas will take care of the rest. And so they make it to where their new home is, where these burnt figures are, and how that they're gonna plan that this is their new home, the Inferno. And meanwhile, at Abu Dhabi, Diggle has now become somewhat of a soldier in a war zone, at the same time protecting someone important. Of course, despite his best efforts, the important guy just gets burnt to death, where Diggle is too late to save him. Now, when you look at it, this does kind of remind you of a zombie apocalypse thing. So, at the same time, the news believe Oliver Queen's dead, Omiko is missing, and Black Canary doesn't believe that, because she believes something is really fishy about this. At the same time, Green Arrow's IT guy, Henry, who's kind of like the Felicity replacement after the Arrowcast left the Green Arrow stories, finds a signal heading to where an island close is. So Henry starts looking for where Army is and finds Oliver's body there, but is confused why Armico's beacon is right where he is. At the same time, Oliver is in this beautiful fantasy, but quickly turns into a nightmare with seeing all these horrible things. And just as he kills Black Canary, he wakes up from a dream seeing an old lady. Now, that is pretty gonna be messed up when you're having a nice fantasy dream and it gets really messed up. So he explains that this is her grandmother also, and that he's still alive and all that. So he explains that something's gone wrong, and he says that they found one of Shadow's weapons. And he explains that he has to head back home, but finds out it's going to be demolitioned. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like they're just giving up on Oliver, and they could clearly know who this guy is, but it ends up with his home getting blown to smithereens, and in the end, just left broken. Meanwhile, at night at the Seattle police import lot, Black Canary does some investigating and quickly puts two together that something's gone wrong. And she notices by checking things that this boat has been used for smuggling things and other things, and checks records and everything else with armed dealings, terrorists, a policeman, a prince. Something big is going on. So Oliver is actually heading to where his hideout is, where he's planned to use his weaponry, and talks to Henry about getting some help, but explains that he only does it for the money. Now, that seems really of a selfish thing to do, because Oliver's broken and he's just gonna say, I want my payment. Now, Felicity would never do this in Arrow, at least I don't think, because she would stand by Oliver's side and all that. Now, again, Green Arrow is on his own, so he suits up and heads for Seattle, ready to take on whatever happens. Now, the issue is a pretty good second issue. Now, I have to get issue 1 so I can know what's going on. So, if anyone can clarify me why Omiko's gone bad, or what's going on, so I would like that. So, thumbs up, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.